नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्यं नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवी सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। नष्टप्रायेषु भद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवतीम् उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवती नैष्ठकी। रुद्राज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. So we are reading Srimad Bhagavatam, third canto, 26th chapter, titled as Fundamental Principles of Material Nature. And here Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devhuti about Sankhya Yoga. Sankhya Yoga deals with analytical study of whole the universe. Universe and all the uh, entities within the universe, all the living entities, they are composed of 24 elements, 24 tattva. So, what are those 24 elements which are described here by Kapila Dev to Mata Devuti in all the previous shloka? So, before the creation by Lord Mahavishnu, 24 elements are created underneath a title called as Mahat Tattva. Mahat Tattva is the main source from which all the 24 elements come. So, what are those 24 elements? So, that includes Pancha Tattva, earth, water, air, fire, ether, Bhumi, Apollo, Analo, Vayu. So, our body is composed of 24 elements. So, first is 5 Pancha Mahabhuta. Say that when somebody dies, there's Pancha Mahabhuta, mein vilin ho gaye. So, this is main. Then, there are 5 Karmendriyas, 5 Gnanendriyas, and 5 objects of senses, which are like touch, smell, uh, taste, form, and sound. These are 5 objects. Then Paj Karmendriya, Paj Gnanendriya. And then there is a mind, intelligence, ego, and consciousness. These are 24 elements total. So then all these elements are first separate. Then under the supervision of Lord Vishnu, then they are mixed together. And they are under the influence of time and 3 modes of nature, Sattva-guna, Rajoguna, and Tamoguna. Various living entities are formed. So that's how the whole creation. Now, in addition to the living entities, the whole creation, all the universes, this is one universe, there are innumerable universes. All the universes are also formed by these 24 elements. Even the outside the universe, there are layers. Earth is there, fire is there, water is there, like that. So there are layers of this. Then each universe, Lord Vishnu enters as a Garbhodakshay Vishnu, who is lying on a Garbhodak ocean, and he's lying on a Sheshanag. So in each universe, there is Vishnu. And then Vishnu himself, he is the one who is the cause of all the creation, the Garbhodakshay Vishnu. So now there is a personal form of the God, Krishna. Krishna has a form, Bansidhari form. But then Krishna also has a Virat Rupa, which he demonstrated to Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra, right? So Lord's Virat Rupa also has various body parts. Like here, Krishna has various body parts. When we take the darshan of Krishna, we take the Charana darshan, then we take the slowly climb up, and then take the Mukh darshan. As Lord's body has various body parts, Virat Rupa, which is Virat Swarupa, universal form of the Lord, also has various body parts. This whole material creation is also form of the Lord. Like say, uh, within this material world, there is a moon, there is a sun. So sun is described by Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Sun is the eye of Krishna, right? So because then moon is there, mind. Moon is the presiding deity of the mind of Krishna, like that. So in this way, various elements are created which are also components of Lord Krishna's body parts in the universal form. So that is described in this shloka now. So here it is said in 26th chapter, 53rd shloka, it says, Kapila Dev is describing it to Mata Devhuti. He says, हिरण्यमयादण्डकोशाद् उठाय शलिलेशयात् तमाविश्य महादेवो बहुधा निर्विदभेदकम्. So Hiranyamayat, which means golden, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Virat Purusha, situated himself in that golden egg which was lying on the water. He divided it into many departments. Okay. So here is a very beautiful description of Virata Purusha, Virata Rupa of the form. Uh, so Virata Swarupa of the form, he is situated in this universal form. So in this universe, various components are nothing but the part and parcel of Krishna. Hmm. So how different parts of Krishna forms the various components of the universe is described here in the next shloka. It says, Nirbhidyashyat prathamam mukham vani tato bhavat vanyavahanir atho nashe pranoto grana etayo. So now, mukha means mouth. So first is the mouth of the Virat Rupa. तो भगवान का मुख विराट रूप में क्या है? तो विराट स्वरूप of Lord Krishna. Here in a deity form we can see Krishna Bansidhari has a nice beautiful smile. But in the Virat Rupa, Vishwa, whole universe is the form of Krishna. So what is that mouth? So first is the mouth appeared and then the speech. So the whatever the Vani, or the sound which we hear is coming from originally from Krishna's mouth. So first sound incarnation, which was Om, Omkar, coming from Krishna's mouth. And then after the speech, Omkar appeared, then appeared the fire. Okay. So and then when the fire appeared, then the presiding deity of fire, the Agni Devata also appeared. So when various organs of the body, part of Lord in the Virat Rupa appeared, simultaneously presiding deity of that also appeared. So speech appeared, then the fire appeared. भगवान के मुख से अग्नि निकलता है ना, because in Virat Rupa in a Vishwa in Kurukshetra, when Arjuna saw Virat Rupa, fire was coming from the mouth of Krishna, and all the people were gushing into the mouth of Krishna. Like that. So there is a picture of Virat Rupa of Krishna. I will show you. Virat Rupa of Lord here. Okay, here is a picture where you can see that here is a Virat Rupa of Krishna. So meditation on the Virat Rupa. So where is the universal? Here you see, this is the Virat Rupa of Krishna, right? When Arjuna saw this universal form of Lord, and there was a big fire coming out of the mouth of Krishna. And all the living entities were gushing into the mouth of Krishna. So when Arjuna saw, you see the fire? Fire coming out. So Arjuna saw this because every living entity was gushing within the mouth of Krishna. So that is coming from Krishna himself. So when Krishna's Virat Rupa, universal form, Virat Rupa, this is Virat Rupa. When the speech came, then the fire appeared. And then when fire appeared, the presiding deity of the fire, Agni Devata, also appeared at the same time. So Agni Devata is coming from Krishna, right? So then the pair of nostrils appeared, and in them appeared the olfactory sense as well as prana, the vital air. तो पहले भगवान का मुख में से अग्नि के बाद अग्नि के देवता, and then the nostrils. Krishna's nostrils are nothing but the wind. So the wind, what we see here, the air, it is coming from Krishna's nostril actually. This is form of Krishna, which is a vital air, the prana vayu, is coming from Krishna. So Prabhupada is explaining, with the manifestation of speech, fire also became manifested. And with the manifestation of nostril, the vital air, the breathing process and the sense of smell also become manifested. So whatever the air we are breathing in, it's blessing of Krishna, because it's body part of Krishna. And the next is explained, Granad Vayur Abhidhyetam Akshini Chakshur Tashmat Surya Nyabhidhyetam Karunau Stotram Tato Disha. So then, in the wake of olfactory sense came the wind god. जैसे कि when the olfactory sense came, the wind came, Vayu, then the wind god also came. When the fire came, Agni Devta came. The nostrils, air came, the wind god also came. Thereafter, pairs of eyes appeared in the universal form, and in them the sense of sight. And in the wake of this sense came the sun god. We were talking about sun. Sun is the eyes of Krishna. Ah. So first came the speech, then the fire, and then the Agni Devta. Then the nostrils of Krishna came the Vayu, Prana, and then came the wind god, and then the sight of Krishna, the eyes of Krishna, which is Surya Devta, sun god, who presides over it. And next there appeared with him a pair of ears. भगवान की आंख क्या है? Auditory sense. And then in its wake the Diga Devtas, the deities presiding over the 8 directions. भगवान के जो कान है वो क्या है? तो सभी directions, all the directions, and the presiding deity दिक्पाल कहते हैं. इसमें भी आता है हनुमान चालीसा में, यम कुबेर दिक्पाल जहां ते कभी गोविंद कही सके कहां थे. There is a verse there, दिक्पाल. Dikpal is the presiding deity of all the 8 directions. There are 18 directions, 8 directions. So all the deities, Dikpal. So they are ears of Krishna, right? So this is a universal form. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada is explaining the appearance of different bodily parts of Lord's universal form and appearance of the presiding deities of these bodily parts is described herein. As in the womb of a mother, a child gradually grows different bodily parts. So in the universal womb, the universal form of the Lord gives rise to creation of various paraphernalias. So all whatever we are seeing around us is coming from Krishna. They are parts of Krishna. So air is part of Krishna's nose, eyes, sun is part of Krishna's eyes, fire is part of Krishna's mouth. Then ears, all the directions, they are part of Krishna's body, ear. So within the womb of a mother, a child develops different bodily parts. Similarly, all these components, what we see around us, they are coming from Krishna. These senses appear, and over each of them there is presiding deities. तो जैसे हमारे शरीर में भी अग्नि है. So who is the presiding deity of Agni? Agni Devta. So there is a presiding deity, Vayu Devta, Agni Devta, Pavan Devta, all the presiding deity of 8 directions, Sun Surya Devta. It is corroborated by the statement of Srimad Bhagavatam and also by Brahma Samhita that the sun appeared after the appearance of the eyes of universal form of the Lord. So this universal form of the Lord has various bodily parts, and all these parts are nothing but they are coming from Krishna himself. The sun is dependent on the eyes of universal form. So what we see the sun is dependent on Krishna actually. The Brahma Samhita also says that the sun is the eye of Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. So you can see that here, what eyes of Krishna here, this is universal form. You can see all the Devi Devatas, everybody is residing within Krishna, right? Everybody is within Krishna. All the Devi Devatas, all the sun god, moon god, fire god, everybody is coming from Krishna himself. Right? The Brahma Samhita also says that the sun is the eyes of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Yat Chakshur Esha Savita. Savita means the sun. The sun is the eye of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Actually, everything is created by Universal Personality of Godhead. सब कुछ भगवान से आता है. Material nature is simply supplier of the materials. Like when you go to a shopkeeper, you go to superstore or something, they are just the suppliers. They are not manufacturers. Manufacturer is somebody else. They just bring, they distributing. Similarly, Krishna is the one who is actually manufacturer, and material nature, they are just giving it to us, but everything is coming from primary source, Krishna. Creation is actually done by Supreme Lord as confirmed in Bhagavad Gita 9.10 Maya Dakshena Prakriti Suyate Sa Chara Charan. तो भगवान भगवत गीता में कहते हैं कि एवरीथिंग इज कमिंग फ्रॉम माय मया अध्यक्षेन प्रकृति अंडर माय सुपरविजन द मटेरियल नेचर इज working. So somebody says that rain is coming from material nature. The sun is coming from material nature. But where does the material nature get it from? So that is coming from Krishna. You understand that? कुछ लोग कहेंगे कि जमीन में से जो अनाज आ रहा है वो प्रकृति दे रही है, लेकिन प्रकृति को वो अनाज देने की शक्ति कहाँ से आई? Where did प्रकृति got that power? That coming from Krishna. You understand, right? Suppose you say that this body is given to you by your parents. Is that right? Your body, you got this body from your mother and father. But how did your mother and father get the power to give you this body? That is coming from Krishna. You understand? So the Maya Dakshina Prakriti, which means that everything is coming from Krishna as the supreme source. He says that under my direction, the material nature creates all moving and non-moving objects in the cosmic creation. See, Maya Dakshina Prakriti Suyat Sesa Chara Acharan. Char means moving and Achar is non-moving. So like plants, trees, they are non-moving living entities. There are moving living entities like humans, insects, birds, reptiles, all this. But all the living entities, whether moving or non-moving, the original source of everything is Krishna is the original source, right? These are beautiful words. So here Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devahuti about this universal form. And why should we learn about this universal form? Because more we learn about the universe and its creation, our understanding about Krishna becomes better. जितना हम भगवान के रचना भगवान के क्रिएशन के बारे में we know about it, then we can understand that how powerful is Krishna. Our even in day-to-day life we can see Krishna. When we see the sun, we can see, oh, this is Krishna's eyes. When we breathe the air, what do we feel? We are breathing from Krishna's nostrils. When we see all the directions, oh, these are Krishna's directions. When we see a fire, what do we say? Oh, it's coming from Krishna's mouth actually. When we see this, we hear the speech, the sound vibration coming from Krishna actually. So in this way, all the creation around us is coming from Krishna, and all the presiding deities of all creation, like Agni Devta, Surya Devta, Vayu Devta, all these 8 direction presiding deities, all of them are also coming from Krishna. As we see here in the universal form of the Lord, that all the deities of all the Devi Devtas, they are residing within Krishna himself, right? So in this way,